Welcome to my channel. Today I am definitely asked a lot, like, what is it what story do you want me to tell? And literally I'm like told every day, your every day is a story. So that's you as well. Is think of every day as though you are writing a story. And that is one of the biggest reasons why I'm doing a vlog, so that I can share my stories, share these daily stories of these adventures that really are making life fun here on Earth. And so I am working throat chakra today. I got a little bit of aqua on. Really working with the golden dragons, the kundalini dragons, Babaji. Yes. Okay. So I got a big message from Babaji just recently, like within the last, 30 minutes. Oh my God, it's 111. Oh, I love angel numbers. Okay, so that is my sign to share this message with you today. And just as I am here to share this story, I ask for all sorts of protection and guidance, and I ask that anything I say, anything you receive, will be used for the highest good. And so here's the quick explanation of kind of like why I'm here today and how I'm going to be able to even explain this story, share this story. So with my course, and this is just like almost like become my life now, is really concentrating on the chakra, whatever chakra I'm needing to work that day. And I do really like to work my way up, okay? And so I have been working like crazy on the solar plexus, and I go by an energy. I go by a pull, a magnetism that says, nope, we still need work here on this solar plexus, Brooke. There's still some things that need to be done here before you can move to the heart or the throat. And since my big, huge third eye opening to the freedom of being open into the crown chakra and the experience of the feminine and masculine in one physically in my body. Like, now I have been placed in situations and experiences that I'm a completely different person. I get to take this masculine, feminine as one on a ride called life in this physical vehicle and this human vehicle. And so challenged lots of challenges have come up. And as the masculine works its way in. And before it was like a dance. Before I'd let them take some turns and they, have each time to theirs, and then sometimes they would be dancing together, but they were always separate. And so what I've been told is now I'm in the process of rebuilding my masculine. Right now, my masculine is very, it can be very influenced. It's not very smart, but it still has its ways. It still has its ways. And so as I'm like, wow, okay, this is interesting, because it's like Mama is coming in and she is guiding the masculine to be able to be in as much feminine Christ consciousness as it is capable of. And so here comes the story. All right. So the last couple days, been working on my solar plexus, and I have been a little disconnected, and I've recognized the masculine part of me. And so what does that look like? It looks like, dude, if anybody hears those stories that you're sharing, they're gonna think you're flipping crazy. Dude, that shit's really not happening to you. Because none of this makes any sense. Dude, are you doing enough? Are you doing enough? You can't just be. You can't just have fun. You can't just love. And so, not only are those the thoughts that are going through my head, I'm having a physiological experience in my body where on a physiological level I am embodying and feeling and being like, yeah, that's right, that shit's weird, yeah, that's right, let's get off track again, yeah, that's right, let's find some self-sabotage, yeah, that's right. You don't even connect to any of that. And I'm just watching and observing and thinking, this is quite interesting how I am feeling it on this masculine, on this physiological level. Yes, nervous system. Yes, brain. Things like that. But this is a little different. This is a little different. And and so as I'm watching myself go through these experiences, I watch like the Divine Mother come in and guide this masculine part of me, the part that thinks that I'm making shit up, the part that is like, life can't be that great, the part that's like, oh man, go back into the gravitron. Okay, if you haven't heard that story, you definitely have to hear that story. But because the Divine Mother is me, and I am so connected, and I am so receiving. She is able to be putting me in places where I get to experience as my masculine self what it means, what the truth is. There is the cosmos. There is other things out there. And to try to think like that within your masculine, there's no trying. There's pure guidance. This has been an insane process. And the reflection that's coming back to me with all of this is, because I was in my masculine for so long, because, oh my God, I was so ego driven for so long, and I'm still very kind and loving to my ego. Like, I got your back. I know what it means to, and feels like. That was the thing. I was like, you know what it feels like to be in your masculine. I needed to remember what that felt like in my body, and how hard it was for me to have an imagination, how hard it was to believe in anything that I couldn't see, because I was in my masculine, because I used my thinking mind. Well, what I'm finding is women are so sick of being in their masculine, like they're over it. They are no longer wanting to be burnt out. They are no longer wanting to do and do for everyone else. And they're no longer wanting to be a martyr. But yet, they're in their masculine so much that it physically stops them from being open and available to other means, such as light language, right? And so for me, the reason why I use light language is because I got some serious stuff stuck here from generations, like witch stuff, like killed stuff, like persecuted, and oh my God, like all of that stuff stuck in my throat chakra. And the last thing I want to do is like figure out what it is. No, I don't care. I don't want to know what it is. But I don't want it there anymore. And so I bring in my beautiful friend, Monica, and she uses her light language to help shift and change and activate DNA and work on the DNA level specific to me, specific to my garbage, specific to my healing, specific to my Akashic records and my past. And it is so potent. It is so potent that it can come in and zap that stuff. So you have to be open and available and ready to be able to receive that type of healing. Now you're healing on this DNA level. Then what happens? You have to have things on this physical plane to help you through what is called the ascension process. You will have ascension symptoms. If you heard those things before, you will have crazy emotions. You'll want to sleep. You might be fully drained and exhausted. You may be going through the dark night of the soul and lost and disconnected and things like that. And so none of that is bad. That is part of ascension, and it's going to look different for every single person. But how we physically ascend these human vehicles to get to now this DNA update. Now my nervous system and my reptilian brain and the old ways of doing things are really not in alignment with my higher self. And that is why I created my Great Change membership. This has the quantum ascension workouts. The reason behind it is because we have to move these toxins through after they've been released. We have to have a way to excrete them, move them, just really dissolve them from our human forms. That procedure, the transmutation alchemization procedure to the physical body, is what's going to create the new human. And so it can be as much here, and it can be as much here, and it can be as much through your freaking chakras. But it is what you are doing physically to shift and change this physical form, the thoughts you're thinking, the way you're moving your body, the hormones in your body, the food you're putting in your body, the environment you are in, who are you surrounded around, what are you listening to every single day? Are you devoting some time every single day as a sacred union with yourself, with your higher self, with your guidance system? Those are things that's going to help you through the ascension process. But they're more feminine things. They're more feminine behaviors. Like not being so stuck to a schedule because you're not quite sure if your body's going to have to heal that day. Like not being crazy in the gym and like forceful and oh my God, watch this. I am doing so amazing in the gym. Like there's going to be a disconnect. Okay? And so as masculine women are continually drawn to me because I'm just freaking tell it like it is, and I am very relatable. I know what it means to be where they're at, and I know that I am not going to be the means per se for them to start to comprehend their feminine. But what I can do is I get to provide an environment that is like, no, don't use that word, is I get to provide an environment that is safe, a collective consciousness, knowing that there's things going on that you might not understand, but at least you're with other people and things are going on and you know they don't quite understand as well, and that just makes everything so much easier as you are going through your own things. It's kind of like linking arms, but yet being your own guidance. And so when I say I'm helping you be self-led, that means you're being led by your guidance system. That means when your guidance system says, hey, say no, you're led by yourself and you say no. when your guidance system says, hey, you need some help here. Hey, we need different brain power here. You're being self-led, guided to delegate, give things away, do things different. Instead of, even in the spiritual world, and because I've been working on codependence for fucking Jesus, since lots of swearing, I guess, today, diligently in my ear nonstop since January, and it is October, it's September, end of September. So I've watched myself continually step back and need less and less of other outside sources. And then that opens me up to my own personal guidance. And that is what is missing. That is what is missing. And now here's the thing. This is the misconception in the marketplace. You don't have to have a niche. We went from niche down. You need a niche. Everybody needs a niche. Everybody needs a niche. You blah, 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 blah. Niche. And now in the market, you are your niche. Come to me. Let me teach you how to be you. No. Because they're teaching you things that they've learned, and that's in their conditioning that worked for them. And you're seeking that. You're seeking the wrong thing at this point because you're still thinking something is out there. There is a difference between following your guidance system and then a song comes on. That's an outside source, but it came from within. You are seeking some extra knowledge to help you in your business or your ascension process or spiritual awakening, and boom, you watch one of my videos. That's an outside source, but the energy came from within. And that's what we get to switch to. That's what we get to switch to. And so even the word niche or money or wealth, or I could keep going. Those things are marketing. Now, because I market my business, I get to, from my in-source, be like, what from my heart would I like to put out there? What from my heart would I want to receive? How would I want to be taken care of? How would I want to be quote unquote guided? How would I want to be talked to? Who I was before, because of outsourcing and education from the wrong places, which all are part of the process. I wouldn't be here if I didn't go through all that stuff, so don't get me wrong. But I never felt content with the marketing. I never felt like I was doing a service of the highest of high. I just didn't feel like that. And now, because I get to do whatever I want, however I want, the way I want, and I'm being guided, I'm allowing whatever it is to be moved through me, life is just so much easier. And as a star seed, God, that's what waking up is. Oh my God, you mean I have been susceptible and sucked into all of these marketing and manipulation things. And here I am, just the starseed, trying to do starseed things like spread love and light and even love my dark side. That's what it means to be able to feel content, purposeful, mission. You're like mission driven as a starseed. And so with that being said, I'm going to do a class right now on some ancestral bullshit that they're like, we got to be done. Okay, now how can we help these masculine women move to the feminine and quantum leap and skip and hop and jump through the things that I had to deal with so they don't have to deal with it? And that's what I'm teaching in my master class. And everything begins with self-love. Everything begins with self-love. And you might think that is a marketing word, and maybe it is, but I'm telling you, I got a lot of digital retail, a digital property when it comes to self-love things. So it's amazing. It's amazing that we're all moving to that right now. With that being said, may peace be with you. May your heart and mind be open to the unimaginable.